Hey guys, what's going on? Katie Day with the MOVEMETOTX Team down here in Houston, Texas. Just wanted to go live. The Houston Association of Realtors released the March 2021 market report, which outlines and breaks down where we are right now in regards to real estate. So I wanted to go live, break it down a little bit, talk about it, and just kind of discuss what's going on right now in the real estate market. So I'm going to get that pulled up here, but wanted to hop on and chat. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic. Can you believe that it is April? I don't even know what month it is, first of all, but can you believe that it is April 14th today? Kind of crazy that we are in the month of April already. But yeah, that is what I've got. So I am getting this pulled up. So I'm going to share my screen here and show y'all where we're at. So HAR released their monthly little graphic here, and this kind of breaks down where we're at as far as March 2020 versus March 2021. And it's kind of small. I wonder if I can blow this up. There we go. So yeah, March 2020 versus March 2021, and kind of where we're at. And their caption, a shortage of available homes priced at $250 and below, combined with frenzied shopping among high-end homes, produced a surge in pricing in March. Read more at the link in their bio. So basically, this is where we're at March 2020 versus March 2021. So in March 2021, as far as total property sales, that's for every single type of property in Houston, there were 11,692 property sales. Okay. As compared to this time last year when there were only almost 8,900 sales, that's a change of 31.5%. So 31.5% more homes sold in March 2021 than in March 2020. Dollar volume was up 55.8%, which is a lot of dollars. That's a lot of percent change there, especially because like if the total property sales only went up by 31.5%, but then the total dollars went up by 55.8. Again, they're referencing high-end homes producing the pricing surge. This is what really concerns me, that the total active listings on the market went from almost 40,000 homes to 22,602 in March 2021. So that's a 43.2% decrease in the amount of homes that were currently available on the market. So we had way more homes sell, but not enough on the market. So if we go down here to months of inventory, what that basically means is if no more homes came on the market and homes continue to sell at the pace that they have been selling. So no more homes come on the market. Homes continue to sell at the pace that they have been selling. When would we run out of homes? And in this case, it's showing that we would run out of homes in 1.4 months. So that's 2 months less of inventory than we had at this time last year. Pending sales were up 61.1%. So in March 2020, we had 6,942 pending sales, and this past month we had 11,182 sales. So that means that people are out there buying houses. So just something to look at there. And then the average sales price obviously went up from 309 to 370. The median went from basically 50 to 290. So we're seeing jumps on both of those there. So interesting numbers there. Wanted to also break down some other stats. So I'll remove that. Wanted to break down a few other stats. If you guys have any questions as to what's going on in the market, please feel free to drop them in the comments. If I get them live, I'll answer them now, or we'll go back and answer any questions that may arise. So as I had said, single family home sales, the actual total amount of sales went up by 24.4%. And obviously both the median and the average price increased as well. When we look at, let me actually when we look at the screen that I'm trying to share with you, here we go. So when we look at the housing segments, if we look at March sales broken down by price, basically anything under 100K decreased, anything under 150K also decreased, anything under 250 also decreased. The reason for that basically being is there aren't a ton of homes for sale in these price points. So if you do own a starter home and you've had any thoughts of selling, now could be a great time to sell that home and leverage the equity you have into buying a different home or a more expensive home. But the price points, basically 250 to 500K, increased by 50.7%. And again, that's March sales performance. 500 to 750 increased by 96.8%. 96.8%. And then 750 and above increased by 89.9%. So normally what we see is like that 350 to 500 and less is, kind of just like steady selling. And then once we get up into the 750 and higher, it's a lot slower. But how crazy is that? 96.8% more sales in March on a year-over-year basis, and 750 and above, 89.9%. Kind of crazy. So this is basically just the single family homes and how they are looking as far as average sales prices jumped 21.4%, which I mentioned earlier. Existing home sales were up 29.1% on a year-over-year basis. A few other key stats that I think are important to think about, especially if you're thinking about buying or even if you're thinking about selling. The total days on market for single family homes dropped from 65 to 45. So if you're already in the market looking for a house, you probably know this is true, or if you're even thinking about it or just daydreaming on HAR or Zillow or whatever site you're on. Basically, total days on market dropped from 65 to 45. So that means that homes are selling faster. Obviously, this is the average days on market. So we are seeing some homes selling in 5 days, other homes selling in, more days than 5, right? More days than just the weekend. But the average is 45, and that's 20 days less than it was previously. A lot of these other stats I also already talked about, but the single family median price climbed 16% to $290,000, which is a record high on a year-to-date basis. We are currently tracking 16.9% ahead of 2020's record pace. So just some interesting facts. Obviously, real estate is super local. So depending on where you're looking, the stats may be different. So again, I think one of the good relative ways in which to look at it is by months of inventory. So we can see, if, no more homes came on the market, homes continue to sell at the pace that they've been selling, how quickly would we run out of homes? As far as homes, just got a question. As far as homes in the Conroe market, how's the housing market? So right now for homes in Conroe, obviously Conroe is a pretty wide range, but there's 1.3 months of inventory or 406 active listings on the market. So slightly less inventory than, Houston as a whole, but more inventory than the Woodlands, Sugarland, Pearland, Humble, and basically all of kind of the major suburbs. If you're looking in Conroe under 250 though, and I would say, so yeah, it's 0.7 months of inventory. So definitely, a little bit of a delta there between, how many homes are available. There appear to be 91 homes right now in Conroe under 250 or less. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to cover as far as, kind of what's going on in the housing market. Give you all a quick update. HAR did just drop their report, press release report, and so hope you guys are having a great day. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I've got a few more questions. All right. How's the housing market in Cyprus? Let's see. How's the housing market in Cyprus right now? So Cyprus is very busy right now. Cyprus, not the one good thing, but one good thing about Cyprus is that there are Some more new communities that are being built. So Bridgeland, they're putting another section into Bridgeland. But right now in Cypress, there are 208 active listings on the market, which is 0.6 months of inventory. So that's like a little over 2 weeks. So again, like in Conroe, where I was saying, in Conroe, they have, 406 active listings on the market. That's 1.3 months of inventory. Cypress has 208 active listings, and that's only 2 weeks of inventory. So the amount of homes that are selling in Cypress is at a very rapid pace. So that's all I've got. I don't have anything else. Does Houston get multiple offers like Dallas and Austin? So we are definitely seeing multiple offers on a lot of homes right now. I wouldn't say that every home has multiple offers. I think that, it's something to definitely be prepared for. If you're planning on putting an offer in on a house, make sure that you are, prepared to put your best offer forward first. This isn't, 2018 or 2019 where we're going to put in an offer and see where they come back at. You need to put in, best offer first to, be ready to go. I've seen new builds go up 100K versus last year. So yeah, the pricing on new builds has definitely increased. There's a few reasons for that. Obviously, supply and demand, right? So as there's less supply and, higher demand, prices will go up. That's just, kind of basic economics, right? But the other thing that's really impacting builders right now are lumber prices. So the price to build, to frame the actual houses themselves has gone up, as well as supplies. So like COVID and also the freeze really, messed with supply chain for, like appliances and fixtures and, doorknobs and plumbing fixtures and just kind of everything, right? So between messed up supply chains, between prices of lumber and then supply and demand, all of those things have increased the pricing for new builds. One thing too on new builds to consider is there aren't since they generally will have more homes available, there aren't going to be as many, bidding wars or things like that than you would see with resale. Like we are still seeing some multiple offers and things like that on new builds, or prices, going up, or, some sort of bid process on a lot or something like that, depending on the builder. But, we've had a lot of success assisting our clients in purchasing new construction because there isn't as much competition because there are more homes available. So something to think about there. Again, if you guys have any questions, our team would love to answer them. So feel free to drop a comment below or, shoot an email. We're always happy to help and chat with you about the market, about what we're seeing. And hope you all are having a fantastic day. And I'll talk to you soon.